Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. Yeah. And today we're taking a look at 4 more affordable apps from our friend Rob Jackson. BitClip, QuaDelay, PanDualay, and SploshBox. Let's go. Hello. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing okay. Welcome to the show. And as I said in the beginning, we're taking a look at 4 apps today in one show. 4 apps, can you believe it? Yes, indeed, and they're all very, 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 very cheap. Very cheap, and we like cheap. Cheap's good. Cheap doesn't mean shit. Cheap means, I see, that's why I didn't use the word cheap in the title. I used affordable, because when people hear cheap, they're like, what? What is this cheap? Is it a bird? What am I talking about? I have no idea. No, but all of these apps are a measly $1.99 each. All 4 of them. So, and 2 of them come in a pack as well, which you can get, which I'll go into in a little second. Let's say hello to everybody here who's in the live stream, and if you're watching on the replay, hello, welcome to you. I'll try and get through and do all this stuff as quick as possible. I don't want to hold anybody up. Yeah, big day today for me. Rob Jackson's here. Hi, Rob. Welcome to the show. And Thomas Christ, who's up after me playing your most rockin' music. Mr. Smith is splashing around the memberships. Thank you very much. I think it went to William De Silva. Thank you so much, Mr. Smith. Leni Perez is here. Justine Kasperick. Who else? Ed Zielinski. G'day. Just saw you, didn't I? I think I did. Feisty Feather, Leela, what's happening? Joe Glenn and Shelley. And am I missing anyone else? Hugh Caldwell. Hello, Hugh. There's your little comment there. FPC, g'day. Thomas is banging in links. Thanks, Thomas, for all you do. As I said, Thomas has You Rock coming up, and he's got 4 hours or so of playing your most rockin' music. And these are all the links to do the things. And Shelley, have I missed anyone? I think I got you all. I think I got most of you. Let's do it. So we got 4 apps today to take a look at. And let me bounce over here. Like so. One of them is QuaDelay. Is that how I say it? QuaDelay or QuaDelay. And now, these work on Mac. Well, I know this one does anyway. So $1.99 for this one. It's a stereo delay-scaper audio unit. Yeah. So the other one we have here is SploshBox. It's a good name, that. I do like the name SploshBox. Again, works on Mac, iOS, iPad, iPhone, and your Macs. $1.99. It's a reverb sustainer. And we have BitClip. This is $1.99 also. Works on Mac, iOS. It is a crusher clipper, so a little clipper and just a little bit of crush to add on there. Also, so $1.99. And the other one we are doing, did I already do this one? PanDualay. Stereo panning delay audio unit, $1.99. Also works on all iOS devices and your Mac. Sweet jubbly bubbly bubbly. Plus, now, I can't show you exactly how I want to show you, but let me do it this way. Go over here. So the best way to find Rob's apps, too, is to come over to the App Store and write Rob Jackson, and you'll find Rob Jackson in Developers, and there he is right there, and you'll see all of his apps right here. But he has a pack here called Delay Soiree, and that has QuaDelay, PanDualay, and AUL delay, which we looked at in the last episode of Rob's apps that we took a look at. And there's 3 apps. So there they are. There's 3 apps in there. And this comes in at a measly, if you buy this pack, for $3.99. So you'll save some money on that pack. And the previous apps too had a pack as well for the chorus ensemble. Good stuff. Let's make some sound. Shall we? I think we shall. So I've got a little project just with some stuff, a bunch of stuff in here. Look at all this. Lots of little pieces, and I'm going to play them and add some stuff and do some things, and let's shut up and just do it. Let's get into what's going on with these apps individually. Okay, so I'm going to stick with this little thing we have here. So let's just solo this one. So we've got a piano in this track here, and we're going to start off using PanDualy. So this is PanDualay. Sorry, I've got to say it right. PanDualay. At least I got the spelling right, Rob? So that's a good thing. And PanDualay is an analog-flavoured stereo delay with variable left and right delay time ratio. In addition to stereo modulation, a low-pass filter, PanDualay has an independent auto pan that's applied to the delayed repeats only, giving an additional sense of stereo movement. PanDualay works especially well on lead mono synth type sounds to get some spacey stuff. But I've just got it here on this very simple piano. If we can maybe play it. Oh, I've got to have sound up, don't I? Let's turn it off. So this is the piano we have going on. Hey, Lawcat and Jeremy. So very simple piano just happening there. Let's bring it back in. You can turn this on and off here. So there's an on-off button. All of these apps have an on-off button or a couple. You can change the delay by microseconds. We've got a regen here as well. So virtually the feedback. If I turn this all the way up, it's just going to feed back itself into existence. It's just going to keep going and going. So I can hit stop now. And sounds like a nightmare I had a few weeks ago. Let's pull that down. And you'll see that will start to disappear, yeah? So there's your feedback. We've got a ratio here. So this sets the delay time multiplier for left and right channels between 1 and 2. So you can hear those times changed when we move the ratio. So apparently 1.62 is like the golden ratio, so that's around here. So the panning sets the frequency of the auto pan. And the modulation applies the variable amount of the stereo modulation. Hey, Matt Pukowski. I'm just keeping quiet so you can hear what's going on. We've also got a low pass filter here as well. So this sets the cutoff frequency. And it's only, the low pass filter is only attached to the repeats. So you can hear when I turn that down, the repeats, the delays, they're a lot lower, they're a lot darker when I turn this down. Turn them up. They've got much more brightness to them. And you can just make it 100% mix, or just have a little bit of this mixed in. We've got some presets. So I love this one here, which gives you the illusion pretty much of a looper, because the delays are set to 2000 and the regen set to 95%. So we're virtually getting a looper effect going. That sounds wicked. Now the last preset in all of these apps is called randomize, and this, whenever you click it, randomizes every time to something different. So if you want to, you know, play your hand at something lucky, go ahead and hit randomize. So the next one I'm going to look at is called QuaDelay. Now I've got this strummer here. I'm going to solo this one out and play some of this. So it's a very simple guitar. And QuaDelay is a stereo delay effect again that uses independent delay lines for creating interesting and sometimes mesmerising delay-scapes. So a little bit different. than PanDualy, where you're going to hear definitely more scapey stuff. Let's turn it on. G'day, Costa. So you can hear that has taken that guitar to an absolute new level. Gross as fuck here. Sounds like, you know, empty. Let's see what else it can do to this guitar. So we'll set it back to its default. So what's nice about this one too is it has an additional reverb down the bottom. I'm going to kick off with the reverb. Listen to that. Hey, Tremor Bear. So I'm starting at the bottom. So we've got the reverb here. So it applies a large, huge stereo reverb. We've also got just above here a dry and wet mix. Now the dry sets how much time the dry incoming signal is added to the output stage. So it can be muted entirely. And the wet signal sets the overall level of the generated delay effect. Just so you know, let's bring that dry up, bring the delay down a little bit. We've got a low pass filter. Again, it only affects the delay repeats. Let's take out the reverb. So bringing that low pass filter down, those delay taps are still there, they're just much lower. Just darker. The mod above sets the amount of stereo modulation to the delayed sound. Regen, of course, is our feedback. So if I'm going to turn this up, it's going to feed back over itself and get crazy. So you've got ratios here. 3 different ratios to choose from. 2, 3, 4 is the setting that probably most people will use. Let's see what the gold setting says. Gold and silver ratios calculations are based on prime numbers and the gold and silver ratio in mathematics. I mean, the gold sounds pretty nice. And of course we can decide the delays that we want on this. Short. Presets. You can see this one's just more or less using the reverb. Big shimmery delays and reverb for creating a soundscape or whatever you like. Ping-pong. Cosmic looper again. This is going to take the regen, the delay limit, and push this to be more of a looping kind of thing. Stereo. Modio. That's beautiful. Now, also remember, all of these sections here can be assigned with LFOs, so you can, modulate any of these kind of things here, the regen, whatever you want. Parameters are open. You want to turn it all off? Hit the off button. And you're done. Again, the last preset in here is a randomize. Hey, that's nice. We got some drums here as well too. So this is from Splat to Clat, and this is the BitClip. Again, $1.99. And this one's not going to take too long to explain, because guess what it does? It's a bit crusher that goes down to 4 bits and back up to 16. So you can turn this on up the top here. Warm mode adds a little bit of vintage character to the processing, attenuating some high frequencies. And we've got a bright function here. And you can hear what that does. It really brings it to life. You want something to cut through more. We can turn the bit crusher off. So currently we're just hearing this saturation that comes from this just turning it on. So this warm or bright. And the bottom button here is the soft clipper. So it's only a soft clipper. It's just nice, clip things out. And the gain, let's talk about the gain on here. So it sets the applied signal going through the soft clipper depending on the level of the incoming signal. Lower settings may not sound obvious. So I've added an extra 48 dB of this thing. And look, it's, I don't even, that sounds meaty. And it's not peeking out up here. Let's see what it does to this. So this is our bass sound. Hey, Sean Chandler, good to see ya. So we've taken that bass sound and turned it, which is a sub. This is a sub sound we've got in here. And it is just turned it into a fucking machine. Sounding pretty nice so far. So we've gone through 3 of them. We've got our last one, which is SploshBox. But while I'm waiting to do that, hello there, welcome back. We're going to do our ad. So halfway through the show, every day we run an ad because it keeps the YouTube bosses happy and all that jazz. If you want to avoid the ad, you can become a YouTube premium subscriber through YouTube, or just skip the ad and come back. We'll wait for you to come back and all that jazz. So the ad has been run. You may or may not get served one. It just depends on YouTube's thingy rhythm, whatever they do. Whatever it is, who knows? And if people tell you they've worked out how it all works, they're lying to you. Let me tell you that. So tomorrow, something special happening. Tomorrow, if I can get everything done in time. Man, I don't know why I do this to myself. So tomorrow, here on the channel, remembering Dot. Our dear friend Dot, who's a massive part of this channel. I got to interview her while she was here on this mortal coil. She was a big part of our members-only show that we do here called the Sunday Roast, where you guys send in your music and we roast the absolute shit out of it for shits and giggles. And Dot joined us for 3 full shows where she absolutely ripped the ass out of your songs and told you all how crap you were with just the most beautiful way possible. So tomorrow, so if you don't know, Dot is Russ 8889's mum, and she passed away. And her funeral was this week. So the funeral went down, and I'm putting together a whole bunch of footage. I'm still doing it, so we'll have it ready by tomorrow, fingers crossed. With some of her best takedowns, some of the stuff from the interview I did with her, some music, and I have here in front of me the actual funeral that went down, and I'll be putting some snippets of that inside there as well, and hearing what Russ had to say there, and will be some photos. It's a whole lot of stuff, yeah. So come and join us, celebrate the life of Dot Mayhew, because, you know, she just is awesome and was a big part of my life and a group of our lives and a big part of this channel. So definitely come and join us for that. Tomorrow, Walk With Me will be on Friday for you all, if I get that filmed today. Yay! And the last thing I need to tell you about chaos here, my friends, is the episode 2 of the Creative Hour happening this Saturday, US UK time, where if you go to the post section here on the channel and have a look at some of the latest posts, there is a poll there asking what song you would like to see me make in an hour's time. And the selections for this week are glam rock, folk music, horror movie score, or jazz. So far, glam rock is winning. So all you got to do is go leave a vote, and that will decide what song I have to make in an hour on Saturday. Glam rock, man. Jesus, you people. Weirdos. Unbelievable. All right, let's take a look at this. So I'm going to solo. What do we get soloed here? Let's come back over here. So this is what is this, guitar? So just some guitar chords here. Thanks, Thomas, for putting a link in there to the post. Go and vote, folks. Now, we're going to put SploshBox on this. Now, remember, all these apps are $1.99. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, SploshBox, you can already hear what it does. It's a vintage-flavored digital reverb that allows you to freeze your tails of your reverbs for sustain. Let's have a look at it. The other thing that's really cool about these apps, and some people might say it's a negative, but I don't think so. Sometimes apps don't have to look like a spaceship. Just show me the dials and let's do it. Sometimes it's good, yeah. So you can turn this on and off. Easy peasy. The freeze down the bottom. So as soon as you turn on the freeze, it's gonna you can hear what's happening here with this frozen reverb. Turn it off. Let's freeze it again. And we hit stop, and we've now got a drone. And now you could take this drone without doing anything else and load up your guns, bring your friends, and load up something like Sculptor, which just got released. And now this reverb is something else entirely different. Let's change this preset. So we're still running off this beautiful reverb tail that we've just frozen. I love that we just took something that totally wasn't meant to do what it just did and turned it into something else. Beautiful. So that's the freeze functionality. We haven't even covered anything else here. That's just the freeze. So we'll come over here to our default. I don't think I went through the, I didn't go through the presets in the other app. So we'll do that. Let's come back to default and let's hit play on this. Maybe. So we are just on the initial patch. And you can hear what it's doing. It's giving it a underneath. It's giving it like a layer. We can change the low pass filter and give it some air. Awesome darkness. Hi, Mark's JS station. We've got a spread here as well. So the spread sets the stereo width. Takes it from a mono reverb to a wide stereo. So you've got a decay here, how long that reverb's the tail's gonna go for. And we've got a delay. So it's a pre-delay. I should have seen that. Oh, it says it sets a pre-delay. Let's go through some presets here. That's nice. It almost, with this particular sound, it almost sounds like an organ underneath it. Ooh. This is nice. I would put this on a piano. Let's change this to a piano. And of course, randomize. I'm just going to go over the presets that were in these drums. I don't think I covered them, so let's come back over here. Nice. And again, randomization. And that, my friends, is all 4 of these wonderful little apps that cost $2 each. Lots of really nice stuff, digital warmth in there, a whole lot of unique saturation going on within all of them as well. Just really cool stuff. A nice little set of toolkit stuff. I mean, what I like about these apps is they're cheap, they're small, you can have heaps of them running and they're not going to hog up resources, and they're nice to put in like a folder as a little toolkit for just little things, because hey man, sometimes it's just a little plug-in here and there's something that's not going to take up a lot of space. And even if you use these on a bus or anything like that, that's going to save more space in something like Logic and all that jazz. Yeah, they're great. These are all really nice apps. Rob's on a roll, putting out a whole bunch. What is it? How many we got now here? Let's have a look. Come back over here to AppRaven. So we got SploshBox, BitClip, QuaDelay, PanDualay, Fake Take, AUL Delay, Leveler, Lo-Fi Effects, Dim Chorus, LCR Chorus, OK Corral, and Wobulator. 12, man. Dude's put out a shitload of apps. and they're all just really neat. So you can go back and check out the other app reviews I've done I've covered all of these so far. And if he puts out more, you know I'm going to cover them here as well too. So again, $2 to $1.99, $1.99 each. And yeah, awesome stuff. I'm getting out of here for today. I'll see you over at Thomas's before I get ready to go out on my bike ride. Oh yeah, 3 of them are free. So sorry, 3 of them are free. Why did I forget about that? It's too early. Let me come back here and show you which ones are free. So we've got Fake Take is free, and Leveler's free, and Dim Chorus is free out of all of those. Boom. All right, my friends, I'm out. Thomas Christ is up next. He's got You Rock. He's playing a whole bunch of great music from people within this community who make fantastic music. Thank you, Rob, for hanging out. Thank you all for hanging out here on the live stream, and hopefully you'll come and join me to say goodbye. I guess, you know, we get to say goodbye to Dot tomorrow, and I think Russ has got something special to close out the show or at the end of my show or whatever it is that we're doing. So if you want to come and celebrate the life of Dot with us tomorrow, please come and do so. She was an integral part of this channel, and I'm sure if you've ever had your song critiqued by Dot, you know, you know what I mean. You've got to score it too. Unlike Brad, who got, what was it, 5,000? So there you go. All right, let's get out of here. Do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better. We'll all rise together. Stay awake and let's Soj, and I'll see you tomorrow. Boom.